We'll be celebrating Valentine's Day next week, a day which the world has dedicated to celebrating love. But where is it? What does love look like in 2018? If our ability to empathize with another being separates us from the animals, then I must be living in a zoo. Like, really, people? Is this who we are? Is this the mark we're making on history for generations to come? Maybe we're going through a very messy and ugly healing process, but something's got to give. I can't deal with this here, this madness that persists. Thank you for watching this episode of It's a Wrap, Where is the Love? Where we ask you to check yourself and let love reign. Society's so sick, and in some parts of this country, people are living in the most dire circumstances and in absolute squalor, and yet they manage to show up and find something to smile about every day. I was recently compelled to follow up on a post I saw about a young, mentally challenged girl who was seen walking around Ombili, one of the many informal settlements that continue to encroach further and further into the mountains surrounding the city. She's pregnant and relies on distant relatives for her survival. Here's her story.
I'm a Mbeti or Ndapandula, Nakale Ndapit.
When she came here, she only came for the holidays, because I went to the north for the holidays. Her mother is my family, but she's not that close family. When I came here to look for her family, the father passed on. She doesn't have a father. I looked and looked for a family, but they were nowhere to be found. I can't find a family. Now I decided that I will take her back to the north, because when she came here, she came to get help for a pregnancy and to visit the hospital. She probably needs an operation on sooner before she's ready to give birth. She needs to go to the hospital sooner. When I'm with her, she's my family, but I can't really say family because it's that distant family. I also don't work. I had an idea of taking her back to the north, but it won't make any difference. There people are just saying, no, she must just stay there. Maybe she will hopefully get someone willing to help her in her life in this situation.
What you can show you? Yeah? I think she knows the rest.
I also don't work, and if she gives back to a child, she has nothing to give. When she gives birth, there is no taxi money to take her to the hospital. Maybe she will give birth at a very broke time. She needs to eat, but I don't have anything to give her. I also don't work, and I already have another child.
Who does this to a child? I spoke to activist Rosa Namibians about this culture of men grooming young women for their own sexual gratification. It's just sick.
There are many Ndapandulas out there in this beautiful country of ours. And really, for me, I am totally mixed up. I'm actually very angry, at the same time very nauseous, annoyed, and also at the very adrenaline driven I am. The poster story, Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls poster, Stop the Violence marches, Use the Orange Day for our sunshine, Bring back the peaceful nights calls. Speeches like this are now getting very irrelevant, because for those who are supposed to receive the messages to become protectors of these children are seemingly saying we will never stop. And every time we have a new monster just being standing in front of the doors of the children. after the radio interviews in December, around our 16 days of activism, I was told when I met about 150 men in one room, I was told that we have been given away, our powers has been taken. They were lamenting, they were crying, and they were saying, we don't have a space anymore in this world, in this country. You are having all the rights and blah, blah, blah. And I am saying, fine, if you feel so hopeless, so small, so weak, where do you stand up and get the strength to continue to do these horrific acts that you are doing?
We shot this footage 2 weeks ago and immediately sent out clips alerting the relevant authorities about this girl's condition. I reached out to the Ministry of Health, who referred me to the Ministry of Gender Equality and Child Welfare and the Legal Assistance Center, because this girl clearly needs help. And sadly, no one really did anything until yesterday.